Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Weekly Rewind. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. It's the old set. He's not here. It's the holiday week, 2 weeks. It's getting around that time. Family's coming in. This is going on. A lot of things are happening. So we decided to... We still want to give you guys the rewind, so we're going to record separately. We're going to put them all together. I'm going to do my parts. He's going to do his parts. We're going to try to do maybe a podcast next week. I think for the podcast this week, I'm going to share my video on my channel that I did for a tribute to Cena, because that was the podcast. Our podcast was going to be talking about going to SmackDown, which we were at, and then just a little tribute to Cena, a thank you for all that. But regardless, we're still going to go behind the ropes, a little bit of news. I don't have much. I'm not sure what he has. We didn't really share news. The big thing I have is this whole Mick Foley thing. So once we give some in-ring talk, we'll go outside of the ring. Oh, do I have a promo for today? Alright, last week on Dynamite started out with the finals to the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship between the Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa against the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. Your winners and the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath. I didn't see that happening. I'm good for Harley Cameron, like Willow's had stuff. Obviously, Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa have had belts, but good for Harley Cameron. That's the way to go. The Continental Classic in the Gold League continues with Kazuchika Okada defeating Jungle Jack Perry. Okada now has 6 points, Perry's at 0. Then we had another match in the Gold League between Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher. Gaining his first points in the bracket, Bailey defeated Fletcher, so now Bailey has 3 and I believe Fletcher has 6. In the main event of Dynamite, Samoa Joe defended and retained the world title against Eddie Kingston. It was a phenomenal match. Did a little stuff afterwards where Bryan Danielson was like, I'm proud of you and this and that. Obviously, we knew Eddie Kingston wasn't beating Samoa Joe, but it was still a really good match. Collision had a match for the Continental Classic Blue League. Konosuke Takeshita and Claudio Castagnoli ended in a time limit draw. So both wrestlers, I believe, I think it's 1 point for a draw. They're both at 7 now. The next Gold League had a tag team face each other. Speedball Mike Bailey defeated the Jet Kevin Knight to gain 3 more points. Now he's at 6. I believe Knight's at 3, I think. The main event of Collision was Mark Briscoe putting the TNT title on the line against Daniel Garcia. I believe that was his first title defense. Briscoe came out to win, gaining the belt. I like how, I think I said it once before, I like how they're doing the custom TNT titles again. I really liked... It wasn't the official TNT title, but I really liked the original TNT title. It didn't have the red leather. It didn't have the gold on it because it was made during COVID. They couldn't get certain parts, but it looked good. But they had that one. They had the official one. Jack Perry had his own. Darby Allin had his own. Oh, Scorpio Sky had his own. That was a cool looking one. And I like Briscoe's because it's like camouflage, but it's not green. It's like silver and black and white camouflage. I mean, that's all for Dynamite last week. There's nothing too crazy. They're not trying to... It's the end of the year. They're not really trying to do a lot. Let's head on over to Dave and see what happened with Raw, SmackDown, Saturday night's main event.
What's going on, everybody? I know this is a little bit of a change, but with the holidays going on and everything, things get a little bit crazy. So, unfortunately, we are not able to record together today, but your boy's here on location, remote, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to bring you the news from WWE this past week. So we're going to start off with SmackDown. And this is the SmackDown that we were at, as you guys probably could tell from the shorts that we put out. From I'm sure my brother was mentioning it too in his part. But yeah, the show was absolutely amazing. Me and him had a blast. Our other friend Derek that came with us, you would say he would be semi-casual wrestling fan. I feel like we might have got him hooked now though, so we got another person to roll with us. So Overall, it was a great show, great atmosphere. The crowd was good, into it. Yeah, so let's just get into that right from the rip. The beginning of SmackDown started with Cody. He came out, and to our surprise, and honestly, super pumped that Oba Femi made his way out. They had a little bit of an interaction before their match that was going to be happening at Saturday Night Main Event. So that was really cool. Really cool to see Oba in person. First time I ever saw him. Next, we had the WWE United States Championship match. Ilya Dragunov versus Tommaso Ciampa. That match was a long match, but it was a good match. Honestly, they really beat the crap out of each other. And I know you hear things on TV, and I know you hear like how things go, but man, in that arena where we were sitting, you could hear the chops, you could hear the hits and everything. So those two really put on a hell of a show. Ilya ended up winning and retaining, even though Gargano and Candice LeRae tried to get involved in it. After the match, though, Carmelo Hayes comes out, ends up making the save. So I don't know, a little face turn for Melo, or is it kind of like I'm gonna scratch your back, you're gonna scratch mine and give me another title shot type thing? Which I'm thinking it's the second thing, but if anybody could, I won't mind seeing Melo and Ilya running it back, that's for sure. We had an interview backstage with Javon Evans. Gets interrupted by The Miz because, The Miz was playing up this whole John Cena farewell tour, like, oh, what about me? What about me? Like, I was a double Grand Slam champion, whatever. So he interrupts Javon, ends up setting up a match for later that night, which once again, with us being at the event, getting able to see Javon in person, that was absolutely nuts. It was insane. So after that, we had the Wyatt Six come out. So they came out. They called out the MFTs. MFTs didn't show up. We're kind of bummed about that, but they were on the Titantron. They basically said that they're coming for the titles next week. And they, ripped off a little bit of the Wyatts. They at the end, Solo said that the only thing they could do is run. I really, really, really like Solo's mic work lately. Like, he's really just coming off with these little zingers, these little one-liners. Like, I don't know. I just think he's really killing it. Next, we had a match, Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend. Okay. So that match was weird to me because I feel like, and I know Dave feels the same way, but I feel like that match was like a squash match. Like, Lash just like controlled the whole match, and Bliss really didn't have anything going for her. So even like in person, the crowd was just like, what is going on? Like, everyone was pumped to see Alexa. I mean, people knew who Lash was, but not as big of a star, obviously, on the main roster anyways. So yeah, Lash ended up getting the win on that. Then we had the Miz versus Javon. That was a really good match. Surprisingly enough, Miz is like crazy over. Like, he was getting reactions regardless of what he was doing. So that was pretty cool to see live. Javon ended up getting the win, though. Javon's just amazing. Absolutely insane athlete. So, once again, another first-time person I got to see, so that was really cool. The main event of the night was Aleister Black and Zelina Vega versus Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. That match was really good. You can't go wrong with any of those four people. Zelina's like widely underrated. Aleister's fantastic. Terra Twins ended up getting the win, though, which was awesome to see. There was a couple dark matches. There was supposed to be two dark matches after SmackDown, and it ended up being one. It was supposed to be Lyra and Bayley versus Roxanne and Raquel. And then the other match was supposed to be the New Day versus War Raiders. It ended up being like an 8-man tag. It was really entertaining. It was really cool. But I know we don't ever really get to talk about dark matches on the reviews, rewinds, because we don't know what they are. But this one, see, we got you on that. But Yeah, no, overall, it was an absolutely amazing show. I cannot wait until they come back into the area again. It's been a minute since they've been back last time, but yeah, when they come again, we'll definitely be there. We'll definitely be recording, dropping shorts, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna bounce on over to Raw right now. This Raw is now post Saturday Night Main Event. So Saturday Night Main Event already happened, and we have starting Raw the promo with Gunther. That was awesome. I know a lot of people are hating on the fact that he ended up beating John Cena, but I mean, come on, man, it's old school wrestling. When you lose, you go out on your back, you put someone over. That's exactly what happened. I think it was the right person, because my thoughts on this is basically you have to have the right person win this match. I think if you take somebody that's young and inexperienced, we talked about it last week, it would have been really cool for a young up-and-coming star to actually come up and beat Cena and get that big push. But, you got to realize whoever was beating Cena is going to be hated. So that person's got to have the right mental, the right physical, the right everything to be able to continue, because that heat that he got on Monday was insane. And then he comes out, cuts a little bit of promo, basically said that John Cena tapped like a little bitch, left, pulled the Jey Uso, ran it back, then left, then ran it back once again. Just what he said, the mannerisms, the way how he's just this cocky, arrogant heel who's a badass but knows he's a badass. I think Gunther's the perfect person. He can handle all this hate. I mean, he's been a heel most of his run anyway. So as he's leaving the arena, Pierce is like, yeah, he's like, you're done for the night, go. He's walking out. Alpha Academy are standing there. They say something to him. R-Truth calls him out. And then as he gets to the parking lot, who's standing next to his car but AJ Styles. And if the rumors were true about Gunther being that man that's going to be retiring people, AJ said he's not wrestling or he's not lacing up his boots after the age of 50, so might be a little foreshadowing there. But, I mean, I would love to see it now. So the first match to kick off Raw was the Usos versus the New Day. It was so cool to see the Usos back as a team. I know they've been doing it and teasing it a little bit here and there, but that match was really good. The Usos ended up picking up the win. Next, you had Rhea and Io that were heading out to the ring, but as Rhea walks by ringside, Asuka ends up spitting the mist from the crowd. Rhea and Io, they both get attacked by Asuka and Kairi Sane. So the next match is, I gotta say, this is so weird doing this by myself. Typically, I have somebody to play off of, make fun of, have them make fun of me. I don't have nobody to talk to, except for maybe a cat that's randomly running around the house. Nope, on the stairs. There you go. Hey. Anyways, just get myself back on track here. Next, we had the WWE Women's Intercontinental Title match, Maxine versus Ivy Nile. Winner by the ankle lock submission, Maxine Dupree. That was a really good match. Maxine, obviously, you could tell, has been putting in a bunch of work. Ivy's been great since their NXT days. So next up, CM Punk hits the ring. Just completely runs down the Vision. I know Breaker's been pretty good on the mic lately, but it's CM Punk. You ain't beating him on the mic unless your name is John Cena, maybe The Rock in his prime. That might be about it. Next, we had the Women's World Championship match. Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez. That match ended up in a disqualification because Nikki Bella interferes, taking out both superstars. Didn't really expect a full-on Nikki Bella heel turn like that, but it's better than face Nikki Bella. I feel like she has that that aura about her that she could just be a better heel than a face. I mean, we've talked about it before. People like Triple H, Orton. I mean, I'll even throw Miz in there since our boy's over on SmackDown. But they're just such better heels than they are faces. Then we had Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. This match ended with the Masked Man interfering and curb stomping Rey. Paul hits the Superstar Splash for the win. Masked Man stands face to face with Logan. Logan's like, "Who are you?" Leaves the ring, escapes to the crowd. CM Punk starts coming down, only to take off his mask and show himself to be, and I called it a while ago, Austin Theory. What are my thoughts on that? I love it. I feel like Theory was so wasted. The dude is still so young, has so much potential, insane athleticism. He just needs that right little bit of a push. I mean, let's be honest. Being aligned in any way, shape, or form with Paul Heyman will give you that rub, that little bit of a extra push. After Theory revealed himself, Punk is in the ring staring at him, only to end up eating a spear from Braun Breaker, with Breaker picking up the belt and talking crap to end the show. So that's just basically setting up for their match on the 1-year anniversary of Raw being on Netflix, January 5th, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that'll be Punk and Breaker for the title. And then I'm going to do a little bit of NXT since I'm just trying to cover all of the WWE side of things. So NXT, we have Women's North American Championship match. A little bit of controversy going with this match, but you have Thea Hale versus Blake Monroe. Thea Hale ends up getting the win and becoming the new Women's North American Champion. Everybody after the match looked confused. The ref looked confused. Was talking with Mike Rome. There was the wrong music played at first. It was just really, really weird. A lot of people are talking about it being a botch finish, how the ref just counted it out. Blake didn't kick out in time. I don't know, though. I feel like they're playing it up too much of it being a botch finish, that I feel like that it's actually a worked botch finish. That makes sense? I don't think it did, but in my mind it did. So I'm gonna roll with that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like this is what was supposed to happen, but we're all led to believe that it wasn't supposed to happen. That might have not even made more sense. I don't care. But I love Thea Hale. I love that she's the new Women's North American Champion. So congrats on that. Ethan Page comes out for an interview. For promo. Sorry, not an interview. Calls out Tony D and said Stax and Ariana Grace come out. Basically going back and forth with each other a little bit. Says the mixed titles would look good on him and Ariana's waist. TNA's Moose comes out. Page is just like laughing, goes to get out of the ring. Basically because he thinks that Moose is there for Stax. Moose says something about he's sick of WWE guys having TNA belts. As Page is leaving, Moose stops him and says, "No." He's like, I want your belt. So that's a pretty interesting dynamic. So I'm sick of everybody getting our belts, so I'm going to come for one of your belts. I kind of like that. Ricky Saints comes out. Javon Evans ends up coming out and attacking him. Still pissed at Ricky for costing him that the title match. Saints ends up taking over and hits Rochambeau on the announce desk. So I don't know if it's just like a, yeah, man, that's my title. Like, I don't care who I got to take out to get it, or Saints turning heel a little bit. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. Last for the main event, there was the Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match. You had Miles Bourne, Joe Hendry, Leon Slater, and Dion Lennox. The winner of that match surprised the hell out of me, but I'm so pumped about it, was Leon Slater. Dude has so much potential. He's so good. After the match, Obafemi comes out to stare down Slater. But in the background, you could see Tony D just lurking in the audience, paying attention. So, I mean, I feel like Oba's going to take down Slater, and then it's gonna be him versus Tony D for that title. But yeah, so that was it for NXT. Like I said, I know this is a little bit different, a little bit weird, but there was just a lot of stuff going on, and it was almost impossible for us to find a time that we could actually, get together and film something together. So that's why we're splitting it up a little bit. Yeah, that's about it. So I mean, I'm sure your boy got some news or got something else going on that he's gonna fill you in with. Don't worry, next week we'll be back to normal, side by side, and annoying the crap out of everybody out there. I do want to take a second to say thank you to new subscribers that we got. After putting out the shorts and going to the show, we noticed that we got a few more people subscribing, so we appreciate you. Thank you for showing us support. I mean, we're just two dumb friends that love wrestling and want to talk about it, and to be honest, no one has to watch it. So for anybody taking their time out of the day to watch it, thank you. Hope you enjoy the ride. Hope you enjoy what we already have and what we're about to put out in the future. Got some big plans, got some big things coming on. So thank y'all. Thank you for talking wrestling. Thank you for talking WWE with me. And see y'all next week.
I loved being at SmackDown. SmackDown was so much fun. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. That reminds me, we did so many shorts that day. Thank you to all the new followers that we have. And no, this isn't the normal setup. Like I said in the beginning, we're doing stuff because of the holiday season. Thank you guys so much to everybody new here following us, and welcome to D&D Talk Wrestling. I don't have any news besides one thing, because all my news this week was Cena facts and stuff about Cena, which you can see in the podcast, my video. I think I'm going to just link it down below. It's just my little tribute to John. The big thing that I want to talk about that I wish we were talking together about, and maybe we'll talk about this another time too. Mick Foley has parted ways with WWE. And this is from, I believe this is a tweet he put out. I don't think it's in Instagram. A lot of wrestlers put stuff on Instagram. I think this was a tweet. Well, I've been concerned about WWE's close relationship with Donald Trump for several months, especially in the light of his administration's ongoing cruel and inhumane treatment of immigrants and pretty much anyone who looks like an immigrant. Reading the president's incredibly cruel comments in the wake of Rob Reiner's death is the final straw for me. I no longer wish to represent a company that coddles a man so seemingly void of compassion as he marches our country towards autocracy. I'm not sure if I'm saying that word right. Last night, I informed WWE Talent Relations that I would not be making any appearances for the company as long as this man remains in office. Additionally, I will not be signing a new Legends deal when my current one expires in June. I love WWE, will always treasure my time with them, and am deeply appreciative for all the opportunities they afforded me. But in the words of Popeye the Sailor, I stands all I can stands, and I can't stands no more. Good for Mick Foley? I don't know why I'm saying that like it's a question. Good for Mick Foley. I'm glad he's standing up for himself. I'm glad he's saying all of this. Yeah, there's two things that we don't talk about on here, and that's religion and it's government stuff. But that just had to be brought up because Mick Foley is, he's a legend. Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, Mick Foley, Commissioner Mick. And for him to come out and say that, to stand up against WWE like that, that's really showing something. And I really wish, I think I'm going to bring that up again when we're back together and we can talk about it together. But, my promo for this week. Whew, there was almost a battle on Monday at a red light for no reason. Going out, obviously holiday season, we have to go shopping, we know all that. At a red light, there's a car in front of me. Now it's a right on red, but there's cars coming. The car stopped and our light turns green. I give it a good 2 minutes sitting there chilling, He's not going. He's not going. He's looking at the car sitting. He's not going. All right, good 2 minutes. Just a little love tap on the horn. Little boop, boop. Yo, man, come on, let's go. Light green. We turn, and I see his arms going in the car. He's going like this. His arms are flailing in the car. We get to the next light, and it's red. And I see the door open, and I was like, oh, please. Oh, my God, please, yes. Open the door. Just yell one thing. Let me hear you yell one thing, please. He got the door open. The light turned green. He closed it and sped off. Now, sir, I know you're not watching, but you had a handicap plate. What do you think you were going to accomplish? Now, I'm not going to put my hands on the elderly, but what did you think you were going to accomplish by possibly getting out of your car? I was helping you. I waited 2 minutes. The light was green for 2 minutes. And then it wasn't a full blown, it was just a little boop boop, a little, hey man, come on, let's go, pick it up. And you're gonna attempt to open the door. Oh man. Brother, these hands are ready to eat for everyone. I don't give a damn. I wouldn't have started anything. I would have finished it though. I wouldn't have started stuff. That's not me no more. Possibly. I don't know. It might be. But I would have finished it. But that, oh man, oh my God. Whew, that got me tight. That had me tight. If we do talk about it for a little bit, I should have did this before the promo. SmackDown was a blast. We had so much fun. We took our friend who has been to wrestling before, but never with us. I want to say he said it was like his brother-in-law that he went with. But obviously, like, we went to Miller's beforehand. We had a good time at Miller's, a couple beers, some food. We head to the arena. He had a blast. The dark match was for main event, and it was Berto against Alex Shelley from the Machine Guns. And as soon as the Machine Guns came out and their little pyro went off, he was hooked. I saw it in his eyes. He was like, oh man, I'm ready. Cody came out. He was, whoa, the fireworks went off. He was loving the fireworks. And seeing, he's not young. He's a couple years younger than us, so he's still in his 30s. But seeing the enthusiasm and the love of wrestling come out of somebody that liked it back. He said he knew the Dudleys, the Hardys, he watched back then. But to see that come out in him, I was like, oh man, it got me. It got me so excited. The Wyatts came out. He was loving the Wyatt 6. He was trying to go one-on-one with Lash Legend. Oh my God, we had a blast. It was so good that he actually watched Saturday night's main event, and I watched Saturday night's main event, and yeah, I cried. That's fine. I'm going to say it. I know I said my eyes were sweating and this and that. No, I cried. All 100%. It was very emotional to watch my childhood hero. I say childhood because I was 15 when it debuted. But it was hard seeing him, John, retire. John Cena's my favorite. You guys have seen the belt over here before. Yeah, I'm too lazy to put it up, but you've seen me in pretty much every Cena shirt that I have. You're going to see new ones. You're going to see the figure come out. It was weird. I understand why they did what they did with Gunther. I'm going to say it again. But if they wanted to go that way, they shouldn't have started the whole tournament with John saying, I want to give somebody a chance that didn't get a chance. I want to give somebody a chance to leap off of me like I did Kurt Angle. Because Gunther didn't need that. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with saying that. Saturday's main event was fun. It was very emotional. SmackDown was amazing. I looked at our friend the next day at work and I was like, are you hooked? And he's like, I'm going to start. He's like, I want to watch SmackDown. I want to get good with SmackDown. Then I'm going to transition to Raw. I can go with Raw, be able to do Raw, SmackDown. Maybe NXT will get him into. Maybe I'll get him into AEW. I don't want to push it. TNA is going to be on TV next month. Is it January? Maybe it's not January. Now I don't remember. Regardless, TNA is going to be on TV next year. I don't want to overwhelm them. But it was fun. It was so much fun. I can't wait for them to come around again. I'm hoping they do. it was a little. There were certain spots where there was a lot of seats available, but it was still so much fun. And I really do hope WWE comes back sooner rather than later. Don't let me wait 2 years again. I think that's what it was. I think it's been at least 2 years since they've been here. I think the last wrestling that was here was AEW, and that was last year because we weren't doing the podcast. Maybe that was even 2 years ago. Maybe WWE's 3. I don't know. Regardless, WWE does not need to take that long. Bring Raw here. Oh, I want to see Penta live. Bring Raw here. That's it, guys. Hopefully he had a promo. If he does, you'll see it. If not, hey, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for talking wrestling with us. Later.